Namaskar, welcome to our channel Whitetail. Here we'll explore the colonial powers from physical to digital empire, a modern day slavery.
In an era where empires once wielded swords and cannons, the modern day sovereign rules with invisible strings, the strings of technology. What was once a battle for land has now transformed into a fierce competition for influence over thoughts and behaviors. This shift symbolizes a move from the tangible to the intangible, where control is exerted not through occupation, but through the pervasive reach of data and algorithms. The transition from physical to digital empire underscores the changing nature of power. Colonial forces aggressively captured territories, seizing control over land and resources, often leading to exploitation and suffering. Now, in the digital age, it is multinational corporations that conquer markets rather than nations. Armed with sophisticated data analytics and software, these entities create a framework where control is exerted silently and effectively. Rather than relying on traditional chains of bondage, modern empires enslave through the allure of technology, gaining dominance over human behavior without ever requiring physical force. This new order operates under a well-crafted strategy of disruption, beginning with the dismantling of local traditions. When a low-cost app or platform emerges, it captures the attention of consumers, creating a seismic shift in market dynamics. Local products, once favored, are rendered obsolete as individuals gravitate toward these more convenient alternatives. The first step is the seduction of dependency. Free services become an addiction. As users grow reliant on these tools, the emphasis on cost fades away, allowing companies to transition unobtrusively into monopolistic power. With this newfound dominance, price hikes, restricted access, and user entrapment ensue, strategies that mirror the colonial practices of the past, disguised beneath the guise of progress. Despite this pervasive control, we perceive an illusion of freedom. Our world thrives on choices. Whether opting for Google, Apple, Microsoft, Meta, or Amazon feels like autonomy. Yet every decision we make is meticulously monitored, dissected, and commodified. The reality is far more disconcerting. Within this digital matrix, our searches, purchases, conversations, and leisure activities are tracked, translating into a systematic form of digital slavery. No longer do physical chains bind us. Instead, we are ensnared by the fine print of terms and conditions, oblivious to the true cost of our freedoms in the digital realm. In the evolving landscape of technology, a troubling reality has emerged. Software dependency is becoming a new form of slavery. As governments and corporations increasingly rely on Western software and cloud services, the implications of this dependency are staggering. A mere shutdown of access to these platforms could trigger a catastrophic collapse of entire economies, leaving industries and individuals in turmoil. The dominance of platforms like Android and iOS creates a technological monopoly that stifles competition and innovation. With a vast majority of mobile devices operating on these systems, users find themselves trapped in a cycle of dependency, unable to explore alternatives. Similarly, the overwhelming reliance on Windows for computing and AWS for cloud services exemplifies how digital infrastructure is controlled by a select few. This concentration of power not only undermines economic stability, but also threatens the sovereignty of nations and the independence of individuals. When we take a step back, we can see that this landscape mirrors earlier colonization efforts. While past colonizers sought land and resources, today's digital colonization aims to exploit data and attention. Just as resources were extracted from conquered territories, valuable information is harvested from unsuspecting users and organizations. The New Age colonizers, those who control information, hold the key to shaping the future. They dictate the narratives, influence economies, and manipulate societal trends. As we ponder this shift, we must recognize that the ruling mechanisms have transformed. There are no longer guns and ships enforcing control, but an intricate web of codes and servers functioning behind the scenes. It's essential to ask ourselves, are we genuinely independent when our economies, communication systems, and futures are dictated by foreign tech monopolies? The cost of ignorance in this digital age can be crippling. In conclusion, the fight for digital freedom has emerged as the new independence struggle of our time. To reclaim our autonomy, we must challenge the status quo and advocate for open-source alternatives, support local technologies, and demand accountability from those who wield such influence. By taking action, we can break free from the shackles of dependency and foster a future where innovation is driven by collective empowerment rather than monopolistic control. True independence is waiting to be claimed in the digital realm.